is Dr. V. Anita Rani, Associate Professor of Chemistry from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about cathodic protection, sacrificial anodic protection method and impressed current cathodic protection method. In the previous class we discussed about galvanizing process, tinning process, the metallic coatings. So today this is different method, that is cathodic protection. So cathodic protection, now we want to protect the iron metal. When we want to protect the iron metal, so that iron metal will be protected by taking the other metal, that is more active metal or less active metal. So the corrosion of metal in acidic environment, any metal in acidic environment, the metal undergoes corrosion by its oxidation. Means metal behaves as anode. Means metal will undergo corrosion. Metal will undergo corrosion. So when we take any metal in acidic environment, that metal will undergo corrosion. It will behave as a anode. So after when oxidation takes place, so then immediately reduction also takes place. It is accompanied by reduction reaction by evolution of hydrogen gas. Means these electrons are taken by H plus ions and evolution of hydrogen takes place. So we can prevent the dissolution of the metal. Which metal? This. What we want to protect the metal. That metal, we can prevent the dissolution of the metal by forcing the metal to behave like a cathode. For example, you are taking iron pipe. Now this is in acidic environment. Maybe it is undergoing corrosion. So this iron metal, it behave like a cathode. It behaves like a cathode. Means dissolution of iron does not occur. So that is the principle of cathodic protection. When it will behave like a cathode, when this iron pipe, when it is connected with the another metal, which is more active, means this metal, for example zinc, this is iron. Zinc metal is more active than iron. Now the zinc metal, it becomes anode, and iron metal, it becomes a cathode. Now this is anode, this is cathode. So the base metal becomes cathode. So we can prevent the dissolution of metal by forcing the metal to behave like a cathode. When it behaves like a cathode, when you are connecting that metal, when you are taking that base metal, when you are connecting to the another metal, which is more active than base metal. Now that more active metal becomes anode, the base metal becomes a cathode. This, why it becomes anode, we know. This is because this is more active metal, it is more reactive in nature, and this will undergo oxidation, it will undergo corrosion, and when it will undergo corrosion, what happens? Zinc, it starts dissolving. So it will undergo oxidation. So by taking electrons, that iron pipe, it will undergo reduction. So iron behaves as cathode here. So in this way, we can protect the metal. So this is called cathodic protection. Since the base metal behaves as a cathode, it is called cathodic protection. Because there will not be any anodic area on the metal. corrosion does not occur. No anodic area on the base metal. Because here the anodic metal is what here? Zinc metal. Now iron metal becomes cathode. So the method of protecting the base metal by making it to behave like a cathode is called a cathodic protection. So what is cathodic protection means? The protecting the base metal which we want to protect it, that will behave like a cathode. That is called a cathodic protection. So in this diagram you can understand very easily the object to be protected. For example, this you are taking like any article, any like any pipe or any container you take, and you will take sacrificial anode. Nothing but zinc. You take zinc. Now it will undergo corrosion, and this container, this will be protected. This will be protected. So this is connected with a lead wire. So this is about cathodic protection. Cathodic protection, here the base metal behaves as a cathode. By connecting with the base metal, we are connecting with the other metal which is more active than base metal. This cathodic protection, two types. Sacrificial anodic protection method, impressed current cathodic method. So here sacrificial anodic protection method and impressed current cathodic protection method. So we will discuss what is sacrificial anodic protection method and what is impressed current cathodic protection method and process. Sacrificial anodic protection method. So in this protection method, the metallic structure to be protected means base metal, that is connected by a wire to a more active, more anodic metal, so that all the corrosion is concentrated at this more anodic metal. So the more anodic metal itself gets corroded slowly, while parent structure cathodic, that is protected. So the more active metal, that is called sacrificial anode. The more active metal is called sacrificial anode. The more active metal is called sacrificial anode. And the corroded sacrificial anode, that is replaced by fresh one when consumed completely. After completely undergoing corrosion of that anodic metal, then that is replaced with a fresh anodic metal. So most commonly what we use sacrificial anodes are like a magnesium, zinc and aluminum and their alloys, which possess lower reduction potential. And it occupies higher end in electrochemical series. So for example, you can see in this diagram or example, we can see magnesium. Magnesium metal that will undergo oxidation easily when compared to the steel pipe, because it is having lower reduction potential. Lower reduction potential. It is having lower reduction potential. Lower reduction potential. So because this is having higher negative potential like minus 2 point, for example 2.93. So this is having lower reduction potential. It will undergo oxidation easily. So that magnesium, it will undergo oxidation easily, and steel, that will undergo reduction easily. So it will undergo oxidation, this will undergo reduction. Means now this is undergoing oxidation, and that loss of electrons by zinc that is taken by the steel pipe. See the flow of electrons, you can see the flow of electrons to steel pipe undergoing reduction process. So this steel pipe is protected. That magnesium is undergoing corrosion. So this is called a cathodic protection, that is a sacrificial anodic protection method. Why it is called sacrificial anodic protection method means, now this is a sacrificing, magnesium metal is sacrificing itself and protecting the steel pipe. Magnesium pipe is sacrificing itself, undergoing corrosion and protecting the steel pipe. So this is called a sacrificial anodic protection method, and magnesium metal, that is called sacrificial anode. So that is more active metal. So the base metal is protected. So this is called the sacrificial anodic protection method. So the another example we can take here, iron pipe and connecting to the magnesium, or you can connect to the zinc also. So that will undergo corrosion. This will undergo corrosion. This will undergo corrosion, and this will be protected. This will be protected. And you take the ship also. So we are connecting to the more active metal zinc, and that iron, that is which is made up of steel or iron, that is protected. So this is called sacrificial anodic protection method. So that is connected with the wire, copper wire or lead wire. So a ship hull which is made up of a steel, that is connected to sacrificial anode, that is zinc blocks or magnesium blocks, zinc blocks, which undergoes corrosion, leaving the base metal protected. Now this is base metal, that iron, that steel, but we are taking ship steel, that is a base metal. That is a base metal. This is a base metal. And this is it will act as an anode. Now this will act as a cathode. So the underground water pipelines and water tanks are also protected by sacrificial anodic method. The underground water pipelines and water tanks also protected by sacrificial anodic method. So when how we have to protect the base metals means by following the electrochemical series. So by following electrochemical series, the metal with the lower reduction potential, that is connected to the base metal, which act as anode. So all the metals, lithium, zinc, magnesium, calcium, all these metals, they will undergo oxidation easily. They will have lower reduction potential. They will undergo oxidation easily. So these metals are more active in nature. So this is about sacrificial anodic protection method. So example we can understand by this example also. Iron pipe, that is now it is behaving as a cathode. We are protecting iron pipe, that is a base metal, by connecting to sacrificial anode magnesium. So that is undergoing oxidation, and that is losing electrons. That electrons are gained by or taken by iron pipe, iron metal, and undergoing reduction, and it will be. Now we completed sacrificial anodic protection method. That is, we are protecting the base metal by connecting to the other metal which is more active than base metal. Now impressed current cathodic protection method. In this method, an impressed current is applied in opposite direction to nullify the corrosion current. Means we are passing the current to the metal, okay, to behave as a cathode. We are passing current to the base metal to behave as a cathode, to nullify the corrosion current, and converting the corroding metal from anode to cathode. So the impressed current is slightly higher than the corrosion current. So thus anodic corroding metal becomes cathodic and protected from corrosion. So the impressed current is taken from a battery or rectified on AC line. The impressed current protection method is used for water tanks, oil pipelines or water pipelines, and transmission line towers. So here in this diagram we can understand very easily. That is here we are taking the tank. So for example, iron tank. That iron tank we want to protect. Now this is base metal. We want to protect it. Now we are connecting to the battery. Here we are connecting to the battery, to the negative pole of the battery. To the positive pole of the battery we are connecting anode. We are connecting anode. Now we supply the current. We supply the current. Now when we supply the current and this tank, it behaves as a cathode. It becomes cathode. And this anode, so we are taking a backfill also, like a gypsum we will fill to increase the electrical connector, electrical contact. We will fill with the gypsum around anode. Now it will here it will this anode, it will undergo oxidation, and that electrons are it will be taken by the base metal. It will be taken by the base metal. And when we are connecting to this battery, we are connecting tank to the negative pole, means it becomes cathode, and anode positive, means it becomes anode. So the protective what we have to protect the metal, the base metal, it becomes a cathode. By behaving like a cathode, so means it will it does not undergo oxidation, it will undergo reduction, and it will be protected. So you can see in this example, we are protecting a long pipe. We are protecting by connecting anodes, and that we are connecting that we are connecting to the battery, and we are passing the current. When we are passing the current, that current is passed to the base metal, and the base metal will be protected. Base metal will be protected. So in this diagram also we can understand. So that is the iron, the pipe that behaves as a cathode, that will be protected, okay, by connecting to the anode, and that is connected to the battery. And then when we pass the current, that by passing the current to the base metal, that is a protective metal, that what we want to protect, the metal, base metal, that metal will be protected. That metal will be. So this is about see, you can see here the protective current that is from the anode, that is taken by. So this is by passing a direct current, electricity, direct current, that base metal can be protected here. Means the base metal becomes a cathode. So this is about impressed current cathodic protection. So some applications like this method is useful when electrolyte resistivity and current requirements are high. So for example, now you are taking a large pipe, okay, so that method, this method we can take, okay. So when electrolyte resistivity and current requirements are high, then we can go for impressed current cathodic protection method. It is suited for large structures, for long term applications. Means we want, when we are taking a long pipes for some like kilometers, some kilometers, like 100 kilometers long pipes you are taking, water tanks, like so you want to protect that. In that case, we have to go for impressed current cathodic protection method. Means by passing direct current to that metallic structure, we can protect. So maintenance and operating cost can be reduced. Means in sacrificial anodic protection method, when that more active metal, that sacrificial anode, when completely it is undergoing corrosion, that corroded metal, you have to take out that one and you have to replace with the fresh one. But here in impressed current cathodic protection method, so maintenance will be easy. Means we are connecting to the battery and we are passing the current, and we are protecting the metallic structure. So maintenance will be very easy and operating cost will be reduced. So in sacrificial anodic protection method, manpower is required. So every time we have to see that if you are going for sacrificial anodic protection method, so every time we have to observe, we have to take out the more active metals, that sacrificial anodes. So manpower is required. So operating cost can be reduced here by employing automatic impressed current cathodic protection. So this protection technique is used in case of buried structures like pipelines, large pipelines, tanks, large tanks, transmission line towers, and laid up ships. So it is very, very useful method for ships and transmission line towers also. It is impressed current cathodic protection method. So in this, you can know the difference. What is sacrificial anodic protection method? What is impressed current cathodic protection method? See what you want to protect protected aluminum structure here. You want to protect that pipe or anything. So you are connecting to sacrificial anode, magnesium, with a wire. So this magnesium metal will undergo corrosion by protecting the base metal. So this is a sacrificial anodic protection method. Means this will undergo oxidation, and this will undergo reduction. Impressed current cathodic method, you are taking here aluminum structure. We want to protect that one. We are connecting to the direct current source. See, we are supplying the current to the base metal. Now it behaves as a cathode. We are connecting to the that is anode also, cathode for direct current. To the negative pole of the battery, we are connecting base metal. To the positive pole, we are connecting anode. So it is undergoing here oxidation. It behaves as anode, and it will undergo reduction. It will behave as a cathode. So this is impressed current cathodic protection. So by supplying direct current, we can protect the base metal. So this is about sacrificial anodic protection method and impressed current cathodic protection method. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.